Okay, you guys are going to think I'm insane. Earlier today, I was watching Richie from Boston on YouTube, and he had somebody on. The guy was talking about the Mandela effect. So I started to listen. There were so many different things that he mentioned that if you know me, I had to go searching, right? So I came across this 20 examples of the Mandela effect that'll make you believe you're in a parallel universe. Now, Oscar Mayer isn't spelled that way. It's always been ER. But I Mayer, right? No, it's Oscar Mayer. It was Mayer. I don't care what anybody says. The show isn't called Sex in the City. It's called Sex and the City. Okay. We are the champions. We are the champions of the world. Remember that part? At the end? Okay. Many of those familiar with the song remember the final lyrics being "No time for losers because we are the champions of the world." Guess what? There is no of the world. The song just ends. I'm positive it said of the world. People think the Monopoly Man had a monocle. He did, but apparently he doesn't. The tip of Pikachu's tail isn't black. Oh God, the Bernstein Bears are actually called the Bernstein Bears. That's a big one. Everybody knows about that already, but give me a break. I refuse. It used to say Steen. I don't care what anybody says. Curious George never had a tail. All right. Apparently we've made that up. Chick-fil-A is not spelled the way we think it's spelled. It just doesn't exist. Darth Vader doesn't say, "Luke, I am your father." Really? Really? How many people have quoted that? Everybody on the planet. But he doesn't say that. He says, "No, I am your father." Really? This is what got all this started today. C3PO isn't gold at all. Say what? We know what color C3PO is. You were not going to tell me he hasn't always been gold. Yes, he got his leg blown off and they replaced it for a temporary amount of time with silver. But there's memorabilia. It shows he was always gold. But apparently, according to articles, he always had a silver leg. So you just never seen what you thought you saw. Somebody sing the Mr. Rogers theme song for me. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for neighbor. Won't you be mine? Blah, 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 blah. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. That is not what it was, though. He clearly states it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. I never sang it that way. Ever. People think Mona Lisa is smiling, but she used to be emotionless. So they've changed the Mona Lisa now. Kit Kat doesn't even have a dash in it. People remember Sinbad Genie movie. I clearly remember it, but it doesn't exist. Life isn't like a box of chocolates. What? It turns out he said life was like a box of chocolates. Now stop playing. I hadn't gotten this far in the article. Now I'm getting mad. Hannibal Lecter never said, "Hello, Clarice." If you've seen Silence of the Lamb, you know the most famous line is "Hello, Clarice." The only problem is that never happened. And when Clarice first meets Hannibal Lecter, he simply says, "Good morning." Get the... I refuse. Interview with a Vampire isn't called Interview with a Vampire? What? What? That was the title. What are you talking about? So what the hell is it called? It's actually Interview with the Vampire? Okay, I can't. All right. The Queen in Snow White never said mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Yes, she fucking did say that. Turns out the correct line is mirror, mirror on the wall. What? While the famous Snow White quote you've probably heard others say and repeated yourself is mirror, mirror on the wall. Well, it turns out the correct line is magic mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? But apparently it's who is the fairest one of all? I refuse. Jiffy peanut butter doesn't exist. It's called Jif. Fruit Loops is actually spelled Fruit Loops. Okay. I refuse, y'all. I won't. What things do you remember? There was something that I posted on my Facebook today. Did your mother ever send you to the store for the box stuffing? If she did, what was the brand name? Don't look it up. Just tell me what it was. Blank stovetop stuffing. You guys will know what I'm talking about. I'm positive. I asked my husband. He agreed. I don't like the Mandela effect because I feel like if they can change these little tiny things, they can change anything. People feel certain they remember Nelson Mandela dying while he was still in prison back in the 80s. Contrary to what many thought, Mandela's actual date of death was 2013, despite some people claiming to remember seeing clips of his funeral on TV. I'm going to put links to these 2 other channels in the description of this so that you can go watch these for yourself.